Great leaping googly graciousness. What have we here? It looks like it's a Magnatone. Definitely an oldie. It's a Magnatone Starlet. Aww. Manufactured by Magna Electronics, Inglewood, California. Whoa, model 107. I have to look this up. Take a quick look here. I do see one real quick problem right here. The electrolytics are flapping in the breeze. Enough said. Alrighty, stay tuned. Sugar is anxious for the sniff test. She's been watching Uncle Doug videos. Okay, Sugar. Okay. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out, Sugar. What do you think? I think it's okay. The internet. I'll miss it when a solar flare knocks everything back to the 1800s. But for right now, I found this schematic for the Starlet. And it's kind of interesting here. So, yeah, so it comes in from the wall. The big ass resistor knocks it down. It has a separate tap here for the heaters. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, half-wave rectifier. I found it right here. It's a half-wave rectifier used in AC/DC receivers. Blah blah blah. So here it is. This is what rectifies the AC current coming in. We'll have to hopefully test all these tubes. Next, you got your typical 12AX7, 2 stages, and then this is an interesting tube right here. Let me look that one up. The mighty 50L6 beam power tube. And plate dissipation. What? Can put out 10 watts max. Nice. Well, we'll see what it does. Fixed bias, cathode bias, etc., etc. There it is. The 50L6 GT. Hope it's working good. Anyway, we're going to test this whole mess of tubes. All 3 of them. Well, the first 2 tubes. This one here, this rectifier tube, tested pretty nice. As did this beam power tube on my Hickok. That one tested out pretty nice at about 2,500 micromos or whatever the hell that is, for all you hillbillies out there. Unfortunately, you know, I'm not impressed. These tongue saws. Here's a tongue saw, the 12AX7, and it's testing pretty freaking limp. I'm going to say that's a hard pass on that one. We're going to have to put something else in there. I'm just going to pitch that sucker. Hate to do it, but even if the other side tests strong, which I doubt, we need both sides. And the other side is slightly less limp. I'm not going to agonize and save this. It's going in the bin, the trash bin. Here's the inside of this beast, this mighty mouse. The pot there has a date code of 1954 on there. And this right here, this makes no sense to me at all. It's grounded on both sides. I don't know what the heck that is. I think it might have been a death cap. They're trying to make that a death cap, but it's grounded to the electrolytic cap on that side, and it's grounded there. It's basically useless for anything. And yeah, so let's see if I can hunt down the electrolytics for this, and pretty much it's all it needs, really. Hopefully that massive speaker doesn't need reconing. I will pop that out and take a look at it. But for now, let's just get the electrolytic in there and a new 12AX7. Okay, got the inside brushed out a little bit. Very nicely made. Look at that. Really nice. Look at this tube chart. Very, very cool. Oh yeah. Side note, I just made an insane haul at a antique mall. Look at all these. This is mostly new old stock stuff. These are Bumblebee capacitors. Alas, not the 022, but 0033. But what the heck? Look at this. You can use these to mask some nice modern stuff. Just a lot of good usable stuff here. 6.8K. 00. Nice. Thank you, whoever you are, getting rid of this stuff. Alright, well, I got the old cap out, and I got a new 3-way plug, partially wired in. I'm waiting for the cap to do the grounds, because it's an aluminum chassis. We're going to have to bolt it to the ground. Not crazy about their grounding scheme, but hey, this is their grounding scheme right here. That went to the cap, and then the rest of the ground of the amp. Anyways, onward. And most unfortunate that this speaker is toast. It's so dry you can't even, you just push on it gently and it just cracks like crazy. So yeah, that's going to need a recone or replacement. And I think that's a 3.2 ohm speaker like they put in the Champs. Per the customer's request, I have doped this speaker with contact cement, and it seems much better now. Almost like it got vaccinated or something. Right. And safely ensconced back in its original cabinet. Alrighty, here's the new cap can from CE Distribution, successfully mounted on the chassis. And here's the start of the wiring back to where it was. Alright, here's the new wiring, such as it is. New AC cord, filter caps, dropping resistor, and this is pretty much untouched. No pilot light, so I'm just gonna throw tubes in it, plug it in, and see what happens. I'm just gonna throw one tube in at a time. First I'll throw this one in. All right, so after the usual hair tearing and gnashing of teeth, I've decided to do this. So there was all this mess here. If you remember in the earlier video, I moved that mess over to here with the white. That's supposed to be white, but it's blue. And wired the hot going into the on-off switch and back to the rectum fryer here. And got a nice three-way ground wire wired up there. And yeah, it's all point to point, so there's craziness here. A lot of uninsulated resistors hopping over, but that's the way it was. So what I'm going to do now is fire this puppy up. I'm going to turn it on first, even though it's not on in my... so we're just going to give it a little volume here. It's plugged into my current limiter, and over to my Variac it's on 0. So here we go. And no glow, it's at 0 volts. So I'm going to crank it up slowly so there's no crazy flashes, sparks, or other assorted fireworks from too much sodium. Let me shut these lights off here and see if the tubes start glowing. So I got it up to about 50 volts. And I do have my current limiter running through there. And I got it up to about 90 volts, still nothing, no glow. 100 volts. I'm going to put it up. Up, there's my current limiter coming in at 120. Seems good. Looks good. Sounds good. So my associate Kyle, his dad owns this amp, has elected to put this nice new P8R to replace that tired old whatever that speaker is in here. So this should be ready to button this thing up and give it a sound test. Okay, I got a puzzler here. When I plug it into my current limiter or my bar, all's well. But when I plug it into a outlet with a ground lift, it pops the ground lift. Anyways, I'm going to change this out because it's got some funkiness in the shaft. It's not smooth. Hear that? It's got some kind of it's just not working smoothly. So I got a really cool 1963 1 meg I'm going to put in there. And hopefully that will fix both things, but it will at least fix the bad pot. Okay. The schematic did not reflect what was in here. This is more better right here. So, yeah, it's still got a little hum, but it's tolerable, I think. And I'll let the owner be the judge of that, but it's not popping my ground fault anymore since I added this cap and the 270 resistors nestled under there. So hopefully we'll give it a sound check now and get it buttoned back up, see what it sounds like.